The amazing part of it is it's hard for most people to understand, I think, is when the bees are producing honey, they can produce it quite fast. And it's just amazing what they can do and how they do it. And to build a honeycomb, to seal the cappings over, they bring it in, they evaporate the water out of the nectar and transform it into honey. And it's just really, really pretty. It's just amazing. It'd be like probably a farmer watching a plant grow to get up to production stage where they can harvest it. Let's see if we can get away with this.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
My name is Alan Mikolich. I'm a commercial beekeeper. We went full-time in 1985, and we operate Mikolich Honey. We're members of Sioux Bee Honey, and we sell at the farmers markets in San Diego and different places. I do most of the field operations for the bee work. It depends on the time of the year and what's blooming, if we've had rainfall, where the bees are at. And my wife and daughter manage the marketing part of the business, and Erica takes care of different sales and runs the farmers market, and I try to keep up with them. Do anything, but they've done well. See how the brown cappings are pretty solid?
Right.
This is an indication of a good laying queen. She didn't miss any cells. There's younger larvae. That the queen lays an egg. It takes 21 days to go through life cycle. It's the same thing as a butterfly, and then it hatches out as an adult. I got an interest in beekeeping when I was about 9 to 10 years old. We had a friend of the family that was a commercial beekeeper, and one summer afternoon we met with them for a Sunday dinner, and he asked if the kids would like to go out and see a bee yard. So my two brothers and sister and I went out with him, and he opened up a bunch of hives without any protective veils or clothing or anything, and I got fascinated by it. And that was kind of the start. And my parents got me involved with the 4-H club, but the next year we had a swarm of bees land in a fruit tree in my parents' yard in Chula Vista, where I grew up. And I called Bob up and got all excited, could I get a bee box from him? And that was the start of it. And so all through later years of elementary school through junior high and high school, different times when I got older, I'd invite myself out for the weekend or holidays if I could go out with him to work to see what he did. And that's all I wanted to do. Bees are a very important insect. About 1 out of 3 foods we eat needs bees to pollinate the flowers. They don't reproduce and create the fruit or the nut or the crop that is beneficial for it. So our diet would be pretty bland without it. And we've had our challenges the last 10, 12 years with the colony collapse disorder and different things that have been affecting the bees, the environment, different pesticides, and it's been quite a struggle for a lot of beekeepers. We've had severe losses year after year, and we have to replenish the bees and either buy or make up new ones in the spring. And it's not as easy as it used to be. As I would call in the old days, it was a lot simpler in those days, but now it's very expensive to maintain the hives and keep them in good shape, keep them alive. We're looking for different diseases or bacteria that the bees get in the nest, and then also the laying activity of the queens, how their patterns are, if they look like they're good or bad. And a lot of times we'll replace the queens. Here in California, they're very careful about spraying pesticides on bees, on flowers that are blooming and the crops that they're in. And but some of the pesticides that I believe they've taken off the market had residual effects that would show up in the hives later in the season and could affect the bees. Oh, I think it's great if the people in our local areas can consume our honey and taste it, and it does taste different. There's different flowers here that we have in Southern California you don't have anywhere else where they produce honey like this. And probably how some people feel about camping or hunting or something, I don't know. You know, it's just beekeepers get it in their blood, and they get hooked, and it's just it can be an obsession, you might say. You're trying to get your work done and get the production so you can reward yourself and be able to pay for everything. We have a lot of different products that people have used our honey or beeswax for, and it's great to see people use it, like the beer and the mead people. So, besides, you know, the public buying it to eat, which it's got great health benefits.